Welcome back. The Trump administration rolling out Trump accounts, a $1,000 Treasury investment for newborns to help jumpstart long-term wealth for children. American children born between 2025 and 2028 are eligible. And we want to tell you that Fox Corporation has announced it is going to match the $1,000 contribution for eligible employees who participate. Joining me now is one of the architects of the Trump accounts, Altimeter Capital founder and chairman and CEO, Brad Gerstner, with me right now. Brad, it's great to see you. And you know what? Congratulations on this brilliant idea. It is so smart, and I love it. But before we get to that, I've got to get your take on this data. We just got this economic data out. It just crossed. The first read on fourth quarter GDP came in at 1.4%. We were expecting close to 3%. The PCE came in up 0.4% versus an estimate of up 0.3%. Brad, your thoughts?
My thoughts are steady as she goes, Maria. Great to be here this morning. You know, inflation is well anchored. We see that again with PCE. GDP is growing. I think this is a noisy quarter given the government shutdown, as you already talked about. The fact of the matter is we're at the beginning of an AI super cycle, an incredible industrialization and build out going on across the country. We have a lot of the government's policies on both tax policy, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, that are starting to kick in. People are going to see those refunds. That will accelerate GDP going into the first and second quarter of this year. You heard that corporate profits are strong. Corporate confidence is very strong. I'm seeing a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of leaning into the economy. So I think that, it looks really positive, but we can't take it for granted. I think the new Fed chief is going to find room with inflation so well anchored to give us a couple rate cuts that, again, will help those Main Street Americans who are trying to buy a house or refinance a loan on their small business. And that's what this president promised, and that's where we're headed.
Yeah, and that's certainly what we are seeing, the expectations for rate cuts. And going into the State of the Union address, the president has a great story to tell with how steady she goes and how strong this economy has been. The market is down today, and it worsened after the numbers, but everybody knows the way to create long-term wealth is to have a stake in equities and invest in the stock market over the long term, which brings me right to the Trump accounts. Tell me the most important takeaway that our viewers need to understand about the Trump accounts.
Every single child under the age of 18 is eligible today to open an account. Go to trumpaccounts.gov and open an account. It takes 1 to 2 minutes. Don't leave your kid behind. Every kid under the age of 2 is going to get jump-started with $1,000 from the U.S. Treasury, and every kid born in the future is going to get that account and the $1,000 from the Treasury. If your kid is under the age of 10, they're likely eligible for $250 from Michael Dell or Ray Dalio or myself, where I've adopted the state of Indiana. You just announced that Fox is going to contribute to the accounts of the kids of Fox. We have thousands of corporations that are doing what Fox has done, which is exceptional. And today, we're going to talk at the National Governors Association, Ray Dalio and myself, about the 50-state challenge that Scott Bessent has kicked off, which is to get every state, their philanthropists, their corporations, all moving in the same direction and contributing to the accounts of the kids that live in that state. So, for example, the state of Texas is going to contribute $1,000 to every child born in Texas. Oklahoma has announced an initiative. West Virginia just announced that they're going to offer tax deductions for your contributions to your Trump accounts. We have a multi-front effort here to get every state involved. It's incredible momentum. This is going to change America. Every president for the last 4 decades has promised to narrow the wealth gap and get Main Street into the game, and we've done nothing. We have now created a change to the social contract, universal private ownership from birth, where every one of these kids on July 6th from the Oval Office, we're going to ring that opening bell, and you're going to see every one of these kids own a little bit of NVIDIA, a little bit of Microsoft, a little bit of Walmart. It's a game changer for the country, and it's going to dramatically narrow the wealth gap.
I totally agree. You've got a goal, is another $100 billion by July 4th. You're going to talk about that when you do this 50-state challenge with Ray Dalio and your talk to the National Governors Association today. But, this is how you change sentiment and you get people to understand, sock it away, put money in a savings account, save, 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 and they don't have this mentality of borrowing and spending, and that leads you to an overall deficit and huge debt load. So this has so many legs to it in terms of a positive implication for American citizens, these Trump accounts. Have you seen a big reaction?
No, it's been incredible, Maria. You showed the Super Bowl ad that Michael Dell and I ran. It was the 8th most engaged with ad of the Super Bowl out of 100 ads. Families are coming over the bow. We have upwards of 2 million kids who've already claimed their accounts, and we're just getting going. And what's interesting, Maria, is these are families that are filing their taxes early because they need to get a refund. They're in the bottom third of the income bracket, and they're converting at a 94% rate into these Trump accounts. That is when they're offered, when they're filing their taxes in their Cash App or in Intuit, they're electing to open these Trump accounts because these families know that the best way to get their kids into the game to have a better future is to get them compounding from birth. This is not about helping rich folks. This is exactly what we should be doing in this country. We're getting everybody into the game. The 70% of Americans who did not have assets that compounded are now in the game, and it's going to be a complete game changer. The momentum is incredible, and we're seeing it accelerate. You'll hear the president talk about it in the State of the Union address, I believe, on Tuesday, where I will be. And it's just so encouraging, the emails and the texts and what I see on social media, the families that are adopting these with foster kids and low income. This is the game changer. Getting all these kids in the game. They're going to own NVIDIA, OpenAI, Anthropic, the future of this country as owners.
That's right. Exactly. I love it. Brad, congrats. Great idea. I will see you at the State of the Union, and I look forward to hearing more from the president Tuesday night on this issue. Brad Gerstner, thank you, sir. We will see you soon. We'll be right back.